So here's sort of for this presentation, I really focused on what relates to credit unions, and sort of the four that always come up is Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and blogs. And so I'll go with sort of each one. And what's common with social media and each of these mediums is we're noticing a shift from a complete two-way communication sort of between organization and its customers, as opposed to the traditional top-down company out to customers communication model. So before it being just simply pushing out your information and kind of forcing your brand, now we have a way where your credit union can interact directly with your audience. So I'll just go briefly over each of the social media outlets. So everyone's pretty much familiar with Facebook, which is a social networking site where users can add friends, send them messages, and really interact with each other so you know what your friends are doing and collaborate. Businesses really utilize Facebook by creating fan pages, which is essentially a profile for a business. What we've been noticing, based on the last year of research through credit unions throughout Canada and in the US, is Facebook seems to be sort of the key. A lot of credit unions really find it's the most effective and really easy for smaller credit unions to get into the social media medium. Facebook still has the market share right now when it comes to social media. It really targets a broader demographic, so you can hit a Gen Y, and you can also kind of get almost to the baby boom. You really get a broader audience. Fan pages really have great reporting tools, and I'll show you that later. And it's really an easy and cost-effective way to launch into social media. Twitter is a microblogging service that enables users to post 140-character messages, which are known as tweets. And it's really been increasing in popularity because there's a lot of celebrities, famous brands, and news outlets that use it to post short bits of information. Twitter market share is gaining fast, and it's a really great way to target the 30 to 45 demographic. It has great monitoring tools and third-party applications, and it's very simple to manage and maintain. Another question I get a lot is about LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn really is a business-oriented social media networking tool, so it's used for a lot of professionals to professionals. In the case of a credit union, it couldn't hurt to be on LinkedIn for search engine optimization. Is a really well-indexed site, and it's more of a way for credit union professionals to interact and collaborate and network with other similar professionals, like in marketing or finance. So it's a good way for personal development, but it's
just wanted to add in that this really ties into a lot of the things that you've been talking about today with developing your careers to identify yourself and to promote yourself as a credit union professional. It's a good idea to have a profile on LinkedIn, and then you can start networking with other credit union professionals and benefit from that wider audience.
Yeah, it's more of a tool. It's less of a tool from a credit union to a member interaction, but more as a professional development. And it's also, from a credit union approach, a good way to invest and research potential employees. I know, in my experience with credit union, sometimes you see one person and a few years later, they'll switch to different positions. This is a good way to kind of keep within that network. The next thing I'll touch base on is blogs, which a blog is a web journal, typically with a single contributor, that posts articles and stories about their area of expertise. So someone who's in lending might post information about lending information and rates and whatnot. The nice thing about blogs is it does allow an open discussion based upon the content. So in the case of typically a blog could reside on your website or be part of it, but it does engage your customer in a more casual environment, because with a blog you can use, if it is a single contributor, it can be more of a personal and casual tone. It really encourages staff interaction more, as if you have someone like a lending department, or if you have someone that does that works within the community coordinator, you can then allow that person to maybe post their expertise on the website. It also provides more feedback and communication on your content as opposed to just posting content. This encourages people to get feedback and interact with it. And by blogging relevant information, you also become a relevant source of knowledge. So you become a knowledge base.